Are you watching YouTube and having your breakfast? And what are you having? Are you having a muffin and coffee or toast and coffee? I want you to walk away after you watch my video, of course, and take note in an hour or two. How do you feel after eating what you're eating? Are you feeling energized and ready to go? Or are you feeling a little bit of a sugar crash, tired, hungry again, and ready for lunch at 10:30? Take note if you're able to concentrate on your tasks in the middle of the morning after your breakfast as well, because that's an important clue. Sometimes a sweet start to our day is great, but when we make a habit of it, this can affect things like our hormones, our mood, our sleep, and yes, our cravings, which can really heighten in menopause for sugary or salty things. In this video, I want to break down the savory breakfast trend. I want to give you 4 reasons why I think this is an awesome trend, why I think you should jump on this trend. And I feel kind of silly calling it a trend because it's been around for a while. Now, I don't want you to put your muffin or your toast in the garbage. You can add things to these items to make them a more satiating and a savory breakfast too. Well, I guess it's not fully savory if you're having toast and jam, but whatever. We're not about being perfect here, and we're not about an all or nothing mindset. We're about adding little things so that you can shift your lifestyle and your health in ways that work for you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tanya. I talk about all things in the menopause transition or post-menopause if you like, because I'm almost 60 and I love to talk about how our bodies and our minds change as we age. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. And either way, if you find my videos interesting, would you mind giving me a thumbs up, give me a like, and subscribe to the channel. This lets YouTube know that you like to have conversations like this. It lets me know too, and it will serve you up a few more of them. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about the components of a savory breakfast. And that includes protein and fat and fiber. Those 3 things are great additions to every meal to make sure that you're keeping your blood sugar stable, that you're getting in the nutrients you need, and that you might be mitigating those crazy cravings that come at 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or whenever. And you also might not feel so tired. So the first reason is focus. When you are satiated, when you're not hungry, your brain is fueled. Your brain is a real energy consumer. It needs to have energy so that it can help you think and carry out all the processes of the body that are automatic, that you don't have to think about. Nobody wants to be super tired in the morning. And if you have issues with focus, fueling yourself with a savory breakfast might be very helpful. I learned this way back in the day when my daughter was entering grade 6. She had been diagnosed with ADD early on in her childhood. And so we really had to work hard to get some proper nutrition on board when it came to her being able to sit still and focus at school. And so the savory breakfast was a thing in my household earlier on. And a lot of the breakfasts involved a lot of protein. I mean, I went through a phase where I was reading that chicken fat was good for an ADHD brain. And maybe it is. My daughter to this day eats a lot of protein at the beginning of the day. And she prevents the second reason that I think a savory breakfast is something we should really think about in midlife, and that's blood sugar. She's preventing a blood sugar crash. So a savory breakfast helps you stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day. And that can help you with your focus if you are not going on the roller coaster of blood sugar swings. I made a video a couple videos back on blood sugar balance. You can check that out in the description. This is very important in menopause and beyond because as our hormones drop, our chances of having insulin sensitivity and type 2 diabetes climb. And so thinking about your blood sugar in a balanced way is really important. The third reason I really want you to think about a savory breakfast is gut health. When you start to add the components of protein, fat, and fiber, you can feed your good gut bacteria. And what I'm hinging on is the fiber part, soluble and insoluble fiber. When you start to add veg to your breakfast, and yes, even fruit, I know I said not sweet, but fruit is different. It's not like you're having fruity pebbles like you were when maybe you were like me when you were 12. I'm a Gen Xer, so I was brought up on that stuff. It's not like having fruity pebbles. There's fiber in it and nutrients and vitamins and hydration. And fruit's delicious. That fiber, whether you choose fruit, and hopefully you're going to choose a few veg components, which I'll show you in a second, like spinach or maybe some tomato, that's going to feed your gut bacteria. So your gut bacteria thrive on both soluble, easy to digest fiber and insoluble, the stuff that you might poop out into the toilet, Both of them feed your good gut bacteria. We definitely know that gut health is important to almost everything in the body. My fourth reason that I think a savory breakfast is amazing, if it's carrying the protein, the fat, and the fiber with it, is muscle mass. If we are not eating protein regularly through the day, we are not feeding our muscles and our bones. This is super important because with the decrease in estrogen, we have changes in our bone health as well. And that's a big deal for me. I've lived protein deficient most of my young adult life, and that was because of one, I didn't really like animal protein, but two, I was always counting my calories and I wanted to feel like I had things that were delicious. So to me, I was like, why would I eat a chicken leg when I can have like pasta? Tastes better. It might be one of the things I regret, living protein deficient for a lot of my younger years. Maybe this is why I have joint problems and osteopenia. But for now, why you can't change the past. And so now I incorporate a lot more protein foods. I do eat a lot of plant-based protein, but I use it in my breakfast. And that doesn't mean you can't go out and have a coffee and a croissant once in a while or a pancake breakfast. Health is not absolute. We can't control everything, and we have to have some joy in our lives too. It's the regular stuff we do. You know, if you move most every day, if you eat protein most every day, you're doing some good things for your body. Come and see how easy it is to make a savory breakfast. What's in your crisper? Are there vegetables you need to get rid of? Can you toss them in a fry pan and make a savory breakfast? Greens work really well with eggs in a fry pan. Sometimes I add rice. Sometimes I do add toast. It doesn't, as I mentioned, have to be all or nothing, but adding more protein, adding eggs, adding meat if you prefer, a can of tuna helps you raise your protein level, helps you get fiber in to feed your gut. It will help you feel satiated, and it may even help you not reach for the bag of candy or chocolate when you're on the couch watching Netflix. If you'd like some savory breakfast ideas, let me know in the comments. I am experimenting with a savory oatmeal, and it's better than I thought. I'd be happy to share them with you, and you don't have to make it complicated. Thanks for coming by, and I hope to see you in the next video.